And we're back with some of the tower. It's been a while, it's been a while, it's been a while. I got a busy day. I got a busy day. It's okay. We'll make it work, right? All that matters is how we make it work. I had a text. My apologies. And that was enough to push the phone. Let's go. Okay. So before we even start, I have to do something very important. I forgot to buy the event battle pass, and the funny thing is, people are really in love with the queen. So we're just gonna acquire my queen. It's weird. I'm seeing a lot more people on Reddit talk about the tower than on. Well, technically no. Technically, seeing a lot more people on Discord talk about what? I'm seeing a lot more people talk about it on Discord. The problem is on Discord, it is only one person. No, sorry, it's only one place. On Reddit, it's surprise, so I don't see it. I'm excited for what's coming up. Again, we're so close to ultimately buying out the ultimate weapon, which is gonna be in that night. Should we do a tower talk? Okay, I'll do a tower talk. Good. Aha. Again, you fucking broke. Why does it keep on breaking? Yeah, it broke. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to our show. I'm doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 27 May 2025. I am so sorry. I was at my father's house. We had a little supper there. It was really nice. So just came back. I wish I was able to film the sunset. However, we won't be able to get sunset. The cool thing is we're still gonna get some good weather. So I shouldn't have any problem. I shouldn't have any problem filming, but still. Filming. You guys know that when my phone overeats, the camera stops. Now I forgot to do it on the side. I've been watching a lot of my nature corn there, upside down. Finally figured out why. Yes, I'm tired. Yes, I am tired, but I don't have a lot to do left, so it doesn't matter. And we got nature corn. Enjoy. So it's a bit later, but I just came back from my father's house. Okay. Now let's continue with the work. Work. Okay. So I'll do a chip review. I'll do nature corn. Right. 5 mission. Okay, good. Okay, so what is the video that I have to do today? Going my dad, being alone, the Crystal Atlan, a 9 job, nothing is granted, is yours. A what? A fall from grace. Why are you so happy? Okay, good. just came back from my father's house, so right now what we're doing is we're just chilling like villains, and enjoying some of the tower because we haven't played in a while. So how are you guys doing today? I had a busy day. I want to come and make some content because I like making content. And the first one that I wanted to do was Tower Talk. It's funny because I promised myself that I was going to take a break from Tower Talk. However, with the tower, we have this constant case of I'm involved, I'm not involved. So lately we've been chilling in Reddit a lot more. I don't. Okay, so yeah, this is still Tower Talk. This is still Tower Talk. Don't worry about it. We've been chilling more in Reddit. I had bad experiences with Discord, really bad experience actually, and then we have Reddit. And on Reddit, the good thing is, and it's kind of new for me. And the funny thing is, I'm a part of the Tower Discord, but I'm not part of the Tower on the Reddit. However, Reddit, there's a bunch of people talking about the Tower. I constantly see posts, so I'm always kind of in. And I want you guys to believe me when I say this is not planned. I did a video today about anime, and I was like, well, I overdid with anime. Oh, it's such a shame, dude. I missed the sunsets. And it was a nice one, but still, I like making sunsets. I like filming sunset. We'll get the sunrises. See, I'm fucking tired. I need the energy drink. That's not the answer to everything. So I was talking about the anime this afternoon, and I was like, the anime. I overdosed on anime. I was watching too many anime, and because of my whole algorithm, it kind of fucked. So I don't. When I see anime videos, I don't click on it. I would the shorts, they're completely random. So I'm often seeing oh, I forgot to do something. I often. I forgot to do something about kind of important too. I forgot to do the labs. So I don't have a control. On Reddit it's the same thing. Reddit I use it almost as a playground because there's a lot of like-minded culture. For example, King culture, where I'm able to go. And it's so crazy because I was on Reddit today, and we've been covering Trailer Park Boys a lot lately, and they have a Tower Trailer Park Boys meme. I was like, no way, dude, no way. I'm able to do ×4. That's decent. That is decent. So because we're so involved, and to me, the tower, is kind of crazy, Oh, I have to do this video also. Okay, so my favorite game ever is Elden Ring, right? Elden Ring we played for we're gonna play our fourth playthrough, but we have over 1,000 hours and the Elden Ring in 4 years, which is kind of good. The game I played the most over the last 4 years in streaming is the Tower, and the Tower we started playing in July 2023. So a year and a half ago, more than a year and a half ago. We're a year and 10 months in. So now, what is actually going on? What is actually going on is that we're having a lot of luck with the Tower because people like me playing it and I like playing it. Their constant upgrade, for example, the Guild was a huge update, but the Elite was also an update. So we're getting that. And the Tower, like I said, I'm able to get in, get out. So even though I'm out right now, I kind of am diving in. And instead of constantly being, what I'm trying to say is super simple. I'm not good at talking, but what I'm trying to say is that during the last year and a half, we played every single day Tower. We played every single day. If you don't feel, I don't know if you're good at math. We played 530 time. We have 700 part per playthrough. That's a lot, right? That's the game I play the most. Which made me super involved. What if the involvement in the Tower was not necessarily in the game, the culture of the Tower, the things surrounding it, right? not really involved. Lately, we took a step back. Once again, we're doing the lab with the smallest upkeep. I told you guys the plan for the crown is still the same. The crown, we're 1,900 stone. We're gonna be buying inner landmine. That way, we're gonna build them up and gonna have more. I'm gonna continue building up my defense. It is quite defensive. Then I'm gonna be buying up the dark hole, which is quite offensive. It's funny because us buying the dark hole saying it's offensive. It's not offensive because we're actively having the dark hole in my playthrough. However, the dark hole best thing ever is disable a range enemy, and we need more range for that. So that's the simplest thing. But with a game with the shield and sword, like, there's no excitement, right? But what I'm gonna try to do is I want to get back into things. So first of all, what we did was we bought the battle pass, which we still did, but you know what I'm trying to say. What I'm gonna try to do is really take a step back from the tower and manage resources. So, per example, with the diamond, we've been pretty good. The diamond, I have to restrain myself from buying the module. I want to buy that card slot. Look, if I can buy the last 4 card slots, I'm good. The tower sword, there's so many cards that we're filling up. I want to say we're 2 event from filling it up. So that is really good. See, we've been filming for 11 minutes and there's no sign of the night. So that's actually pretty good. That being said, I did that a lot, right? How can I say this? Been working hard. We've been working hard in this, and I think it's a nice thing that we're gonna take a step back and take an insight. When I was talking about taking a step back, I was doing the worst thing possible with the tower. The worst thing possible is you're taking a step back, you're still spending power stone, and you're still spending diamond. That's the problem with my playthrough of the tower. We're constantly out, and when we have a reward, I'm constantly in. I think the thing that I have to do is take a big step back, and when we do take a big step back, it's such, because this is kind of regrets, right? This is playing the wrong way for a year and a half, and I was seeing people on Reddit, and like these people are playing, and they're so much further than I am, right? They play that's what I did. They're just smarter, or they just follow guides. I don't. So we take a step back, and I have to take a step back, get back in. Taking a step back means not spending resources. We focus on gaining coins the most possible, because once again we want to keep the upkeep kind of low. But then I'm gonna start buying some ultimate weapons. So I haven't figured out what I'm gonna buy. I'm possibly gonna be working a lot on the chain lightning, or I don't know. My biggest regrets is, sincerely, my biggest regrets in this shield is Chrono Field and Black Hole. I didn't think about it. That's pretty much it. I'm tired as fuck, but that's pretty much it. See, I miss being excited about the tower. I miss being excited about the possibility of the tower. And this is a mid-game, so we'll get them back in. We'll get them back when we reach that wall. Right, so again, you're gonna see less content from me, but still play the tower. And even then, I gotta say, and I want to talk about a completely different game, the Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy, why it's great is because it's an AFK game that I get to play among others. So I have this game. It's kind of boring, but I have Fantasy because I have Final Fantasy. It's kind of nice. So I'm gonna do the tower. Even right now, what we're doing is we're just playing it when I'm making videos. And I still managed to clock in 4 or 5 hours a day, which is pretty good. We'll see how it goes. As for now, I mean, it's still super fun. It is still super fun. I got an active guild chat. I love my guild. However, there's not so much of a social aspect. It's more so, hey, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. You know? A lot of people that are very active aren't the best listener, so it's hard to start a conversation. Like, I'll say, hey, what are you planning for the weekend? And I'll get an answer, but then the next day we're talking about strategy again, which, you do you, boo boo, you do you, boo boo. And that's pretty much it. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink, it's your blink. Look at the commercial because they're doing well. Because they're having a wonderful day on this 27 May 2025. I am so happy because I can see my neighbors here. And oh, dude, my phone is too hot. My phone is too hot, so I cannot film outside. Okay, so we'll do the same thing. What I'll do is I'll take a energy drinks and kind of cold. It's gonna cool down the phone. I'll be right back. So, yeah, this is a little trick that we have. So this one, because we're doing two things. So we're doing the tower, and we're doing some filming the nature corn. And because of that stuff, it gets really hot, right? Long story short, it gets really hot. So in 4 years of content, this is the game video for the gaming channel, by the way. My favorite game ever, and why my favorite game ever? Favorite game ever is possibly this, the tower. The game that I play the most. I'm falling in love with a lot of mobile game, but to me, and this is so counterproductive because I made so many videos saying how important mobile gaming is and how much it changed and how different it is and how akin to console gaming it is. So that's actually pretty good. But that's not the main thing. The main thing is possibly the fact that I don't know. The main thing is possibly the fact that I was born playing. I'm old school, dude. I was born playing console. Yes, mobile gaming was something, but it was Game Boy Color. It was Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance, I love them, but they were never gonna replace Nintendo 64 or PS2. They were different feelings. So on console, my favorite game is Elden Ring. Now, in 4 years, I can count on the fingers of two ends the number of videos that were my apologies, that were inspired by a dream, right? The reality is we don't dream a lot. To dream, you need to sleep. We don't sleep. So, yeah, that's not healthy, but my favorite game is Elden Ring. And I was dreaming that I was in Elden Ring. And it's so funny because, see, we've been focusing on the tower a lot lately. In the tower, there's no narrative, and on Elden Ring, there's a narrative, but you still feel like an outsider, right? And I was dreaming that I was running. I wasn't running. It was kind of flying over the land between, and you were seeing the landscape. You were seeing the castle and shit like that. And I was like, oh, dude, I remember this. So I want to talk about my favorite game, which is Elden Ring. Is Elden Ring my favorite game? I want to say yes, but I also want to say no. See, the problem when you're a gamer is you kind of want a game that is kind of FPS. You kind of want a game that is normal. You kind of want a game that is social, right? A mobile game, I'm gonna have to say that I want a mobile game because I want to be able to go out to work and be able to play the game, right? But Elden Ring, if I have to choose one game, it will be Elden Ring. But first of all, I could talk about the combat system, the graphics, which are amazing, the story, which is quite beautiful, the number of weapons, the number of strategy, the number of classes, the amount of love that it sets. This is my first From Software game. It's not my first Souls game. My first Souls game is either Code Vein or Hollow Knight, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all. So that being said, I wanted you guys. I wanted to sell Elden Ring to Ring. I wanted to sell Elden Ring to you because to me, if you love something, you're able to sell it, right? As simple as that. If you don't love something, that you won't be able to sell it. If you love something, you'll be able to sell it. It's super, super, super simple. So if I was to sell you Elden Ring, I would possibly sell you the story, right? So this is ink version of the story, and this is the coolest thing is, yes, we played the game 3 times. I don't think I understand most of what's going on in Elden Ring. The problem with Elden Ring is you have a basic story, and then with that basic story you have a bunch of stuff, and then with that bunch of stuff there's more. So for example, it's by reading the Praetor equipment, is by reading the God slaying sword, is by getting the God serpent sword that you get the story of Rykard, right? Which is not a story that you're usually gonna get. So I'm gonna tell you the story, the very short story, version of the story. Somebody that played the game 4 times, I kind of know what's up, but without knowing what's up. So for me, Elden Ring, the beautiful thing is the story. So the story is super simple. You got Marika, you got the Elden Ring, right? And it's a land between the Elden Tree is the one that's the Earth Tree. I'm so sorry. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired. The Earth Tree is in charge of everything, in charge of every single living life, right? Now you got a god. That god is Marika. Marika has children. So she has children with first Godfrey. Children which are Godfrey the Golden, Godric. Wait a second. It is Morgoth, Godric. I have forgotten. Holy shit, that's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Okay. Can't believe I'm gonna have to look it up. So long. Expert gamer, huh? Okay, Elden Ring and a family tree. It's actually really important. But while we're doing this, right? Okay, good. Godfrey. There you go. So this is possibly the best. Right? Is it? This is technically not good. No, this is not good. Because this is Elden Ring before the DLC. And this is way too small. Okay, so we have something good. Yes, good. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, cool. So the story of Elden Ring, I just want to talk about the main characters and how important that is, but it's also the similar factors. So for example, would you prefer me to talk? Okay, let's talk. Okay, perfect. So you got a queen, right? And she got Queen Marika the Eternal, which is a god, and she rules the world, right? And she has those kids. She had those kids with Godfrey, which is the first Elden Lord. The kids are they're Morgoth's Godwyn. Like I told you, yes, you were right. And then Godwyn has those kids, which is Godric and Godfroy. Godfroy is part of the DLC. I haven't played the DLC. I'll be completely honest, I haven't played the DLC. We also have a wedding with Renala, right? Renala will give birth to Radon, Rykard, and Ranni, right? And then we have Marika and her kid, which is Michaela Malenia Mesmer. This is super spoilery. As a guy who hasn't played the DLC, why is that nice? Because what we'll do. Okay, so first of all, why we're doing this video? Once again, I love Elden Ring. Why is that video nice? Is because we haven't played Elden Ring in a year. Why is that double nice? Because when I come to play my playthrough of Elden Ring, I'll do another one. So I'll do Elden Ring Story V2. So this is just the remembering. So Marika, this is my understanding. I might be wrong. I might be fucking wrong about the story, and if I'm wrong, please tell me. Um, so in my opinion, Marika has a gold as a Erdtree, right? Before she goes, this is how little I know. Before she comes in, there's another primordial source. This is a crucible knight. This is a dragon. They did before. There's the Misbegotten. I don't remember if the Misbegotten are before or after. And Queen Marika, she's a savage. She conquers. She doesn't save. She conquers. So Misbegotten become slaves, which is one of the best things. One best thing because it leads the Battle of Morn and it leads the Battle of Castle Morn. Is one of my favorite places in the game, by the way. It's so fucking nice. Then we have the Battle of Lanedale, which has Misbegotten, and I'm trying to figure out there's something else. Probably the DLC again. She breaks down the Erdtree. Now, the reason why she breaks down the Erdtree, I don't remember. The reason why she breaks down the other ring, I don't know. You wanna check it out? Okay, you wanna check it out? Okay, perfect. Why? This is spoiler, right? Marika shattered the Elden Ring. Marika shattered as the direct result of the Marika shattered the Elden Ring as a direct result of the Night of Black Knife, which was plagued with guilt and broken by the death of Godwyn. Her decision to shatter the Elden Ring is assumed to be related to the grief for the death of her son. The event led to a year-long war known as the Elden Ring, resulting in the fall of Marika Golden Order as their children grapple for power. That's super important. That is super important. Again, that's something that we should be knowing, but it's been so long. And the craziest thing is, in Elden Ring, is the intro, which is your prologue, which tells you so much without telling you enough. Why did Ranni kill Godwyn? Okay, so these are things that I know. Ranni killed Godwyn for the ritual. She wanted to destroy Godwyn's body but preserve her soul in a duel. But also that she could escape her destiny and fall by the winds of the greater will like the rest of the family. This act made the plot of Elden Ring. Ranni sold the primate of the Rune of Death and imbued the power of Newman with it, leading to Godwyn and substantially the Prince of Death. But being incarnate royalty does not want the finger of greater will to determine life. Okay, cool. So this is huge, right? So this even doesn't matter with the story. I want to say. So Marika should have the Golden Order, and then the world descends into chaos, right? And you are this person that's technically dead. So what you do is you're reborn, and then you go to the Elden Ring. My favorite part of Elden Ring is yourself as a person, as a player. Is the Limgrave, the total vibe of Limgrave and how calm it is, to the disastrous plane of Caelid, spending to the swamp of Lurna, and not forgetting the golden plain of the Lanedale, which is also great, but ravaged by war. Then you got the Monster of Giants, which is super cold, and then you finally get the Ashen Capital, which is after the Erdtree burn. But it's your character, and it's a side story. So your character doesn't have anything to do with it. Your goal is either to serve the Erdtree or to kill the Erdtree. Now, what I love about Elden Ring is every single character that you like, that you meet at the round table, all that you like, for example, Day of the Dead, Lady Fia, Dielos. This is how long I'm rusted, right? But don't worry, part 2 is gonna be better. Dielos, Rodrika, and Yug. Of course, Yug. How can I forget Yugs? There's also the monk, which is Corrin, but Corrin, to me, his story is a bit boring. I don't really like Corrin. I don't dislike him, but I don't really like him compared to the others. So everybody tells you, hey, you have to save the Erdtree, you have to save the Erdtree, you have to save the Erdtree. However, the cover of Elden Ring tells you something different. So the cover of Elden Ring is actually Lord Vike. We made a character of Lord Vike as my third playthrough. Lord Vike was the previous of Elden Lord. He was a God-gifted soldier. He was really strong. He had the friendship of Dragon, the strength of Dragon. He was super strong. However, he was too much of a good lord. He wasn't able to sacrifice people for his glory. So what he did was he ventured below Lanedale during his time as a soldier of Lanedale, and then he discovered the Three Fingers, right? He discovered the Three Fingers, and because he discovered the Three Fingers, he had a way to burn down the Erdtree himself. But he was consumed by frenzy. See, and it's a beautiful thing. It's really a beautiful thing, because every single characters dislike the frenzy. One that like it is Shabiri. And Shabiri is kind of a bad guy. Shabiri is kind of the bad guy of the game. So when you go to the three fingers, if you don't do it fast enough, you consume my frenzy. You're not really consume my frenzy. This is just lore wise. You consume my frenzy, and because you consume my frenzy, like holy shit, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing who I am. I'm losing my sanity. I'm losing my identity. So the whole thing is you have to burn the earth before you lose yourself. Vike wasn't able to, right? But then you follow Emir's first character called Melina, and Melina, you don't really know why she wants to burn the earth tree. She feels like it's something that she has to do. She feels like it's her mission. She feels like it's her goal in life. So like, okay, no problem. I understand, no problem. So you follow her because technically speaking, okay, so it's complex. You wake up, and the first person to welcome you is Melina. The second person to welcome you is Vare. Vare is an asshole, and Vare is super important in the story. So Vare is a servant of Mog, and Mog is, a lot of people dislike Mog, and on first thought, you should be able to dislike Mog. Mog is a complete asshole. Mog is a complete asshole. He's horrible. Mog is horrible. He is Lord of Blood. So what he does is he captures people, and then he does some experiments on them, and then because of that, he's a bad person. I'll tell you more when I get to it. It's gonna be a long video, so sit down. But more than that is the fact that Vare tells you right away that you're maidenless, and because you're maidenless, you don't have a chance. The first thing you say, go become Elden Lord. So then he's like, you maidenless, you won't be able to. Your maiden is Melina, right? But then is the story, the simple story of the gods, because you coming into a place, once again, Liurna, Limgrave, Caelid, Mountain of Giants, Langdell, and they all have lords. So we have Radagon, we have Ranni, we have Rennala, we have Radagon, we have Rykard, we have Malenia, we have Mog, we have Morgott, we have Godfrey. That's pretty much it, right? Am I forgetting someone? If I'm forgetting someone, there's all battle. Oh, Godric. By the way, the fourth playthrough, like I said, gonna be the Soldier of Godric. So super funny way of doing a Soldier of Godric, which is a meme. But the craziest thing isn't that. The craziest thing is Marika. So Marika is a god. So the first, again, you see, multi-window close. It's too warm. I kind of feel it's too warm, which is not good at all. That sucks, bro. That really sucks. So America is a god, and she wants to have children, right? So the first one she married is Godric. Godric being the first, Godfrey, being the first Elden Lord, which is super important because he's the first guy he's the strongest of people there, right? I don't remember if he's a Newman, but I think he is. So the Newman are aliens, or kind of aliens. So she married him, and she has kids, but her kids are all very sick. There's Godwyn the Golden, which is okay. There's Mog and Morgott, who ends up being like monsters, and it's not monster, it's omen. So basically, their blood is cursed, that they become monster. It's not their fault, right? Actually, technically speaking, Mog and Morgott are possibly the most interesting of the demigods. Give me a sec. Godwyn is the son of whom? Godwyn, yeah. So they have these kids, and I'm just like, holy shit, they're all fucked up. So then she started having kids with Rennala, Rennala is the teacher of the Academy of Raya Lucaria, with magic. So she possibly say, hey, maybe this is not the way. And then she thinks the problem is herself, so she becomes Radagon. And this is a huge secret in the game. The fact that Marika and Radagon is one and the same person. They're both God. We know Marika is a god. We don't know where Radagon came from. Radagon just appeared one day. It's like, yo, you know. And the fact is, Marika is so strong, she transformed herself into two. So he has kids with Rennala, and the kids are amazing. There's three kids. There's Ranni, Radagon, and Rykard. So Ranni is a brilliant sorcerer. She even becomes an Emporian. Emporians are what? Emporians are it's complex. Emporians are, so Marika is not, she's eternal, but if something happened, right? She's not meant to be forever. So Ranni being Emporian is supposed to be able to replace Marika. However, Ranni says the Golden Order is fucked up. So the Golden Order is the fact that a certain group of people will lead the world. Ronnie offers her ending because they all have ending. So technically, what happened is you have a bunch of characters you can help, and if you help this character, you get Age of Star, Age of Death, a different age, you get different ending, and the ending of Elden Ring is the beginning of the rest of the time, the beginning of the rest of the world. So, for example, that's the coolest thing about Elden Ring. Elden Ring will be a prologue. So Elden Ring was made from software. And a lot of people say that the Elden Ring, the frenzied ending, which is burning the world, gives you Dark Soul, right? A lot of people say that. A lot of people say that the ending of Ronnie is Bloodborne. So again, Alien, you have those ID, and then they create those ID, they create those nightmares. You constantly sleep, right? There's the ending of Death, which is Sekiro Die Twice. The ability to reborn and shit like that. They all have this meaning, right? So Ronnie is super important. So Ronnie, enslaved by the Two Fingers. The Two Fingers are a god. So the Two Fingers is really, 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 really weird. The Two Fingers. Okay, so Marika is a god, but she's not in charge of the world of the land between. She's a god, but she's okay. So Marika is more of a leader than God. People follow her, but people don't worship Marika. There's people that worship Marika, but very little. And then we have the Two Fingers. The Two Fingers are a god. Even the frenzied ending is Three Fingers. So then people say, well, are you the same god? And this is answered in the DLC, which is I didn't play it. I played a little bit, but not enough. In the DLC, there's a land of fingers, right? So you're like, okay, well, this is where I'm gonna get my information for the rest. So Ronnie, she's like, I don't want to be I don't want to follow the Golden Order. So she does is she kills herself. By killing herself, she kills her body, but she keeps her soul, which is thanks to the Killing Godwyn. Killing Godwyn equates to her, to Marika being. So see, Marika had the Great Rune, right? And because Ronnie killed one of her kids, all her kids start killing each other. Ronnie was the one that troubled everybody. So there was this order, the golden order was broken by Ronnie. Ronnie was like, hey, I'm not gonna be your slave, fuck you. And because she said that, she killed somebody. Because she killed somebody, she was able to have her own path. She's important. The next Emporian is Radagon. Now the funny thing is, when you saw the kids, Rykard was amazing. Rykard was really, 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 really good. However, Rykard turned really bad. So, technically, what ended up happening was Rykard was one of the weakest. So there's multiple of the Elden Ring that are super weak. The problem with that is it's inbreeding. So, with Godric, right? Godric was super weak, so he started grafting. Godric grafted. But with somebody like it's so complex. It's so complex. I have to continue with the family tree, then I'll get to Rykard. So then Radagon existed, and then she's like, I cannot have kids with anybody else but myself. So Marika and Radagon had kids, and this is a huge crime in every single land. So then what happened is they create three monster children. The three monster children are Mesmer. Mesmer is so bad. Mesmer is right away corrupted by a serpent, and the serpent is said to be like the Jotunmoon, which is the serpent of the world and Nordic religion. So you have Mesmer, you have Malenia and Miquella. Malenia is the worst thing. Malenia is one of the greatest warrior. However, giving birth to her gives birth to three things. There's three things that's going on. So Godwyn, right, being killed is the Prince of Death. So then there's instant death, and then there's the deathbed companion. The fact that people cannot die, it's destroying the land. The land is being destroyed because nobody's dying, right? So you got the death root, and Marika was able to destroy the death rune, right? Because she takes charge, people don't die, so that's why there's a problem with the land between. It's just corrupted. There's rot. There's a lot. Malenia, yeah. Malenia, when she's born, she has Scarlet Ruff. Scarlet Ruff is a kind of like a cancer of the blood. So she is putting everybody in danger. It's worse than poison. So you see Kylan. So they were fighting, right? One of the strongest was Radagon, which is one of the most important characters if you look at the DLC. So Radagon and Melania, she fought. Radagon won. Radagon, just to tell you how strong he is he's holding the star together. He's holding the star together. I don't remember why. It's been too long, but he's holding the star together. If you kill Radagon, you can help Ronnie, because Ronnie's power lies in the night. And because of that, she kind of imploded with her Scarlet Ruff. And then there's Mikela. Mikela was cursed to be a young kid. So Mikela's story is not so much. In the DLC, she becomes Saint Trina, which is somebody that led people to they don't know about the DLC. That's the problem. Why did Radagon hold the stars? Why did Radon? Why did I said Radagon? I'm so sorry. Radon. See, this is how long I've played the go. Radon. But I remember the current royal family. The royal Carian family is the children of her. I didn't even talk about Rykard at the end. Stop the motion of the starlight to prevent the more star, falling star beast, and not makes the Albassador from crashing in the land between. The exact reason of his action is not confirmed. Okay, so the important part is Rykard, because I want to finish with Rykard, because the more I'm finishing with Rykard, the more I can move on. I want to make a big video, but not that big. Rykard, he's weak, he's just like Godric the Grafted, and then he discovered this world serpent, right? And this world serpent is a god. It's like, yo, if I can fuse with you, if I can be part of you, I'll never have. So Rykard was a really good leader. Frighter Rykard was a really, really good leader. There's a lot of people that says that he lost himself to the serpent. So the serpent is constantly hungry. So he started eating his people and eating his people and eating his people, right? But apart from that, he was a great leader. So see, each Elden Lord or each demigod, which is again Radagon. Radagon is the leader of the Redmane army. Leyndell is the leader. Morgott is the leader of the Leyndell army. Godric is the leader of the Godric army. They all have their own army. So to protect his army, that's why I think he made a deal with the serpent. I don't know. Again, continuing. So with Radagon being that, so see Mog, this is where Morgott and Mog comes in. So Morgott is a omen. So again, a foul beast, but he's the only one that believes in the Golden Order. So see, there's such a cool scene. There's a cool scene when you're at the edge of the Elden Tree, and you're about to burn it. He talks about the demigods and they're all traitor. He's the only one that believes in the Golden Order, and then he dies, and then Godfrey come back. But also Mogs believe that the answer. So see, Mog is actually quite smart. Mog saw what Ronnie did, and he was like, "Holy shit, people cannot die." He thinks the answer is in the blood of others. So see, Melania, although cursed with Scarlet Ruff, had a brother called Mikela, and Mikela was cursed with eternal youth. So he thinks that in eternal youth you cannot die. Thinks there lies the answer to death. So he is kind of this is so complex. This is the DLC. I don't know much about it. But basically what happened is Mog wants to study Mikela because Mikela creates the Alec tree. The Alec tree is a second Earth tree. So if something was to happen, the Earth tree, the Alec tree would take over. There's also the Shadow Realm, which is where Mikela went to. So the Shadow Realm had a chance to take over. So she sent Mesmer, she sent all of her strongest people there. So that's actually a really good story. She sent all of her strongest people there, that way they could stop the Shadow Realm army. What am I forgetting? I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, how could I forget that? My apologies. One of my favorite part of Elden Ring is that fuck, I was going to say something important, I forgot. Melania. Oh yeah, Mikela kind of uses Mog. She's like, in this body I cannot do shit, I cannot help you, but I can become the consort. If you become my consort, which is what happened at the end of the DLC, when I got the true consort, she take the body of Mog and become this powerful people. So instead of having her child body, she's taking it. So I think she was supposed to take the body of Melania, but she never got it. And yeah, I think if she took the it's so crazy because if you took the body of if you took the body of Melania, you would solve it. When you have Scarlet Rough, you have an item that is basically the needle of Michaela, which cure Scarlet Rough. But then what happened is she actually used this Radagon. Yeah, this is kind of crazy, isn't it? So Elden Ring, once again, Elden Ring, the best part about it is you start coming in as a good guy, but there's time when you feel like a villain. You kill beasts that had no. For example, you kill dragon. There's not a lot of dragon left. You kill god, demigod, and although they're at war, you kill them and you take their great rune. So like you're colonizing the colonizer. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. You see, cannot film. This is such a shame. This is such a fucking shame. It's all because I personally don't mind, but it's annoying for the people on YouTube. Right? It's annoying. Okay, give me a sec. I hate TikTok for that. They're always starting with a full volume. And yes, you can take care of it, but I delete it so often because TikTok always takes so much space. 1 second is 18 gigs, and the next one is 40 gigs. Like, what the fuck happened, you know? So yeah, but Elden Ring is such a good game. There's moments where I felt like the bad guy, right? There's one I felt like the bad guy. The last time that I had that was God of War 3. And to a certain degree, Kratos was the bad guy. Kratos was only the good guy because he released hope in the world. But apart from that, what did he do? He destroyed the world and destroyed gods. So yeah, so this is why Elden Ring is so good. It is the lore, how I can play for 1,000 hours and still not have a clue what's going on. It is the fact that there's so many items, there's so many beliefs, right? It's so good. It is so fucking good. You know? Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Don't blink. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to another Welcome to our show. Guys are doing well because they're having a wonderful day. Lately, you've been seeing me smiling. You've been seeing me more happy. You've been seeing me in a better mood. I'm gonna talk about that. I don't think I need to justify myself, but here is justification. First of all, I want to thank you guys, right? Because you're part of the reason as to why. People ask me, why are you in a good mood? What happened? Nothing happened. I think that I need to take a break from making content. I need to take a break from overworking myself to an early grave. I think I need to take a break in general. But there's always the sun after the storm, right? So what I think happened is, if I'm being honest, I don't know why I'm in a better mood. I have no clue as to why. Right? Nothing changed. But I was depressed, and now we're feeling better because we're not depressed, right? I think it's because like it's complex. Why am I making a video like this? This is why, dude. This is why I don't make it. I'm also playing Cheetah in the Tower. See, I came in saying, hey, why are you so grateful? Because a lot of people ask me, hey, you seem to be doing better. What happened? Right? And I don't have an answer, and I don't want to lie to people, right? I'm not gonna say, hey, I had this wonderful thing. I got a call from a job today that didn't hire me. Like I said, I was supposed to date this girl. She was okay. So let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. Right? You wanna make a video? Let's make a video. I was possibly gonna be dating her. It didn't happen, right? So all of this should be making me sad and pissed and oh my god, woe is me, right? But the reality is, I had a good life, right? And yes, sometimes I'm in a bad mood, sometimes I'm depressed. But the reality is I always come back up. So I think the reason why I'm happy is because, first of all, we're not depressed. I feel a lot better. I've been seeing a shrink often. I've been posting a lot of CVs. That really helps. Kind of like this fucked up sense. I've been posting a lot of CVs, which should be making me happy because, again, you're working towards your future. But at the same time, you're getting rejected all the time, and you're like, fuck, that's really hard, you know. But you can't stop. You cannot give up. So I think the not giving up part is the part that makes me happy. And I think if anything, that's a positive. That being said, with the girl, I should be mad that it didn't work. However, because it didn't work, I'm back on dating websites. It's going pretty well, you know. It's not going as well as I want to, but it's going pretty well. And then for the first time, I'm not mad at the person. For the first time, I'm not, and oh fuck you, you fucked me over. You're such a bad person, right? I'm more so in a place of, well, if it was meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. And that's as simple as that. There doesn't need to be a reason as to why this didn't work. The simple fact that the simple fact that this didn't work can just be explained that it wasn't meant to be. I made this video I think it was 2 weeks ago. It wasn't meant to be, and it wasn't meant to be. It's possibly the most important lesson that I've learned. It wasn't meant to be, so that's why it didn't happen. Oh, we have a tournament today. Good. Let's focus on that too. It wasn't meant to be, so fuck it, right? I think that's super, super, super important. I think the simple factor that we understand that a lot of times when you're met with failure, you give up, right? And that's completely normal. It's very rare that you're gonna be meeting with failure and say, okay, well, let's get back up on the horse and let's try again. I think a lot of people say that, but there's a problem with, in my opinion, there's a problem with failing and starting over. You don't learn from a mistake. It's like you fell, okay, get back up and start again. Like, okay, but why did I fall? Why did I fall? Is there a reason why I fall? I fell? Because if there's a reason why I fell, I have to learn it, right? Because otherwise I'm going to keep on falling and falling and falling and falling and falling, and then I'm fucked, right? For the first time, we're trying to learn from this. So, for example, I had this interview, and they said, we're not going to hire you. And instead of saying, fuck you, which I wouldn't do, but you know what I mean, right? Instead of saying that, I was like, did I know the reason why I'm not getting hired, right? Now, technically speaking, I don't agree with the reason. It doesn't matter. There's still a reason as to why you weren't hired. I'm so glad because two of my neighbors, this one and this one, are on the balcony. It's like a chilling, right? So yeah, so it's kind of important. It's really important to learn from that. And it's weird because I should be in a good mood. I should be facing all of those failures and be like, fuck, you know. But I at the same time, they're positive because they improve my situation. The job that I had, what if I wasn't happy there? The girl that I had, I didn't really know her, right? You see, and they're just not obstacle, but this is a door that closed. But when a door closed, a door open. So you need to have door that closed before a door open, which actually leads to where you need to go. So I think with that, I think we were so happy because we had a post. I've been feeling very lonely lately. See, that's the thing that happened. So we're gonna get into details. It's gonna take a long time. I'm telling you. I'm warning you. Don't complain after. It's been really, 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 really nice because how can I even put this in words? It's so complex. You have this girl, right? Forget about the girl. It's so complex. I never had this feeling before. You know? I had this job lined up. I was happy. I had this girl that I didn't really know, but I was still happy because she's gorgeous. She's nice. We get along, right? And it didn't work, right? And I was feeling on top of the world, and then I had a meteoric fall to grace. From grace. We were watching a Trailer Park Boys yesterday, and in season 9, there's this client that's called Grace, and they're saying see you in 3 days, Grace. Come back to Grace, but it's 3 days Grace the band. They didn't even fucking notice. I didn't record. Fuck. That's bad. Why is that bad? Because I said so. And because I said so, it's bad. No, it's because we closed the recording instead of closing. We didn't reopen. we didn't. I paused the recording because I wanted only gameplay, and I forgot to reopen it. So I went to reopen it. I closed it instead. I paused it and I reopened. I don't want to get the studio. I want the YouTube app because we've been posting a video right now, and for the first time we've been recording in 720p's of quality. I want to see if that affects. So the cool thing with YouTube is they'll actually put you in a better quality, right? So now we'll see how much it affects. And if it doesn't affect, we can play a lot more, which is great. It's great. It's great, 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 great. Da-da-da-da-da. Great, 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 great. So now what I'm going to do is maybe Ink Vendetta. That way I can see the quality. Is it the moment? No. Do I give a shit? No. Are you going to forgive me? Hopefully. So you see I'm on the main page. I don't need the main page. I need the gaming. Why am I getting this twice? I don't know. Whether that gaming? Good. Okay, so Crown. Isn't it fucking nice? Look at this. Look at this. I never watch my content. So this is really good. And plus you got the YouTube that's not responding. No, that's not what I'm looking for though. I'm looking for S. So I wrote S because this is. Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, okay. I really like this. Okay. I'll maybe have a choice though. Fuck it. Oh, because I closed it. I closed it an hour. It's not bad. It's just bad because I don't want to have a dozen page of this. But the quality is much better. Oh, that sucks. Since I was in a really good place, and I took it for granted, and I had a fall from grace, and I was already depressed, so I couldn't be more depressed. But this fall from grace, instead of me being like, "Fuck, dude, this sucks," it was more so me being grateful for what I have and grateful that it happened, which is weird in a sense because I don't believe in the whole be grateful that something happened to you. This is not good. For the first time I'm like, you know what, it happens, right? The first time I was okay with my fall from grace. For the first time I understood this important lesson being it wasn't meant to be. But it's also this important lesson of it's okay, that's life, right? See, it's one thing to face failure. So I think to accept it. And I was always against accepting failure. Against accepting. Doesn't make a lot of sense. I went to my father's house today and I had problems speaking French, so that's not good. I had problem accepting failure because I was like, no, dude, this is how loser think. Do I think that people that accept failure is a loser? No. Do I think if you're accepting every single failure in your life and you're saying shit? Yeah. And I was that guy. I'm still that guy. So I went out today on my scooter and two people gave me shit. The first one was like, because I had my phone and was filming, say, oh, you're looking to trip over. And I'm like, what's the fuck? And I told him, what's your problem? Then he looked ahead. And I was like, this didn't help me. And the second one, he looked at me and he said something, but I don't know what he said because it's another language. But you could tell by his facial expression that he was mad. You know? I look like a bitch. But ultimately, I don't know those people. Does it really matter if they insult me? I'll sleep okay. The little bit of I sleep, I'll sleep okay. We've been sleeping good lately. When I say we've been sleeping good lately, once again, this is something phenomenal. Instead of sleeping 10 hours or 12 hours a day, still feeling tired, we've been sleeping 7 or 8 hours a day, which is really good. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to sleep. I don't know who told me that, but I guess that's it. So just realizing that, you know what? It's beautiful. Having a fall from grace, but treating it as a, it's so weird because a part of me feels that I would like to apply these as a learning lesson, right? But then it is not really a learning lesson because me not getting this job isn't gonna affect me this other job. Oh, I'm supposed to get this job. Remember the last one that you didn't get? That's not me the same thing. I know they're completely different companies. I know it's different, completely different posts. I know it's completely different. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, it's pretty much life, and just gonna make it how we can. Did that make sense? No, I don't know. I'm at peace with what's going on. I guess what I'm trying to say. I'm at peace with what's going on, and that's the most important part. Forget lesson learned. Forget it wasn't meant to happen. You're at peace. This depression was waging war, and now war is done, and that's a pleasant feeling. Anyway, I'm gonna go in and watch my TikTok battles because I love those. I'll see you guys very soon. Take it easy. Peace. I got film because you're too hot.
Hello?
Hi, Mom. How are you?
Okay, Habibi, how are you?
I'm good. What you up to?
I was a little bit sleeping.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna let you go back to sleep. Okay?
No, it's okay, Mama.
How are you? How's everything?
Everything is okay.
Good. I got some good news.
Yes?
I applied to a new place today. Yellow Pages.
Yes?
Mom, it's phenomenal. It's 52 minutes. It's 52 minutes from my home. They're having insurance. They have a home gym. They help you with your REER. It's amazing. It's just an apply. Huh?
C'est quoi la compagnie?
Yellow Pages.
Okay.
Would you like me to send you the application?
Tu as appliqué?
Bien sûr, maman. Because I've been on Indeed a lot.
Okay.
I didn't get the job for Jean Coutu.
Okay.
Because they told me, and they called me today, and they said, you didn't get the job for Jean Coutu. And I said, why? He said, well, we didn't like your answer. We asked you why Jean Coutu, and you didn't seem to have a reason to want to work with us. I said, I'm sorry, I understand what you mean. I wasn't thinking about Jean Coutu, but when I saw the opportunity, I saw that it was a really good place. It's close to my home. Guys have a lot of reputation, but it didn't work, right? That's it. I talked to my dad today. He was very calm. I told him, have you thought about what Mom said? And he said, what do you mean? She said, well, you know, when she was trying to figure out what was next, because if we want to pay the bills, we have to do installments. So how can we do that? How can we organize that? Because if I don't find a work, I'm not going to be able to pay every single month. Have you tried to find a solution? Have you found possibly something to do? But he just said, let's wait until the 30th of June.
Okay.
But I did try. I said, did you try? I said, did you think about what Mom said? You know? Mais c'est ça, c'est tout.
Okay.
Did you see? Did by any chance did you see the what I sent you on TikTok?
No, I'm working hard at it.
It's more than okay. C'est un reportage de Radio-Canada.
Okay.
C'est pour les emplois et les CV.
Okay.
Ils disent pourquoi le taux de chômage est un peu plus haut présentement. How about you? How are you?
Je t'ai envoyé une affaire. Je t'ai envoyé regarde ton email que j'ai envoyé. Il y a à Dorval Walmart, ils ont besoin.
T'as besoin des gens? Oh, that's a good place. There's a good place I could go on my scooter.
Mais en tout cas, je t'ai envoyé quelque chose dans ton email.
That is perfect. Thank you, Mom. Walmart also is a good place long term.
Yeah.
Mom,
Oui.
we're gonna make it. I'm happy because today again, posted some CV. Of course, I was disappointed for Jean Coutu because it would have been a really good job. But I told the lady, I said, please, if you have something else, please keep my CV just in case.
Anyways.
And that's it.
Okay.
It's a bit sad, but anyway, what can you do? Ma, did you see today it was warm, huh?
Yeah, it was very hard.
Did you stay hydrated?
Yes.
Good for you. So I'm glad that you're doing okay.
Okay, anyway, I'm gonna deposit some money for you.
Mama, there's no need. I got the payments.
What payments, Stéphane?
Well, I got the payments for les impôts, and I got the payment from the gouvernement. You remember I worked for the gouvernement?
Quel gouvernement, Stéphane?
Élection.
Quoi?
Élection.
Okay.
They paid me.
C'est pas grave. Anyway, je vais te mettre un peu, okay?
Okay. You okay, ma? I know you're tired, but I expect you're okay.
Yeah, everything is okay. Thank you.
I'm happy for you. I'm gonna send you. I know you're busy, but please look at it for the yellow page.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice. And I ask again Nat for Costco.
And?
She said she's retired. I said please just try. Elle a dit je vais voir ce que je peux faire, mais je peux rien te promettre.
Puis Isabelle m'a pas répondu. Je pense qu'elle est à l'ouvrage.
Yeah, but the problem with Isabelle is you're talking to me about school. Schools close soon.
Non, mais il y a le ménage. Ils font le ménage pour l'été aussi.
Oh, okay, that's perfect. Okay.
Mais essaye, lorsque tu fais une entrevue, Stéphane, essaye d'être le plus calme.
But that's not it. That's not what she said. She said that we asked you the question. Do you have any question? And she said she found it weird that I didn't ask question. And I told her I was more visual, and I was more so excited to see the work and to see the environment, then ask question a week in advance, you know.
Ok, c'est pas grave. Est-ce que tu as appliqué dans un maxi peut-être?
Oui, j'ai appliqué au maxi. J'ai appliqué à 3 maxi. J'ai appliqué le maxi de Fairview. J'ai appliqué le maxi de la Chine. J'ai appliqué le maxi de Dorval. Puis j'ai appliqué le maxi de Carrefour-en-Grignon.
Mais où tu appliques, Stéphane?
Well, in the front.
En quoi?
In the front. In the front.
Non, je n'ai pas compris. Tu appliques où?
In the front.
Ok, non, il faut appliquer en ligne aussi.
You think that's my problem?
I don't know, Stéphane, où tu vas appliquer, mais Stéphane, je ne sais pas comment I don't know. There's something wrong with impossible. Il n'y a pas une affaire qui t'en pas appelé, Stéphane.
It's very weird.
You know, like I don't know how you.
My father said maybe because I don't talk to human resources.
Ça n'a rien à voir avec
But
human
resources. one of the mistakes that I did, and that's my mistake, I applied to places and I didn't ask, "Are you looking for people?" That is a mistake that I made.
Okay.
But Mama, we'll continue trying. All we can do is try and hope. You know, man, it's gonna happen. Everything happens for a reason, right?
Yeah, but Stéphane, you have to work on it, Stéphane.
I'm trying so hard, ma.
Because impossible, like I don't know, like my age, and I find a job. You're young. I don't understand.
Me neither.
I really don't understand.
Me neither.
You know, I don't understand, Stéphane.
I was really hoping.
Something. I don't know if you. I don't know. Je comprends pas. Anyway, whatever it is, okay.
I was really hoping I was gonna get that job, but Jean Coutu.
Okay.
We'll see, ma.
All right.
You know, can I tell you a secret?
Yes.
I recorded the interview.
And
Well, I can show you how it went.
okay.
But I
Yeah,
recorded
would like to.
I recorded it in secret.
Huh?
I recorded it in secret.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but I would like to see because there's something wrong. There's something. Either you talk fast or tu n'es pas. Lorsque tu te présentes, tu n'es pas bien habillé. Il y a quelque chose. C'est impossible. Impossible, Stéphane. There's a problem, but I don't know where.
I'm confused.
Eh?
I'm confused.
I'm confused about what, Stéphane.
Well, it's not working.
But yeah, I'm sure you do something wrong, Stéphane.
I don't know.
Anyway, whatever it is, it is.
I hope not.
Yeah, because it's not normal. I mean, je sais pas où tu appliques, comment tu appliques. I have no idea. I really have no idea. I have no idea how you do it.
Me neither, ma. I wish I had the answer for you, but I don't. I calculated time to go there. 2 minutes 55.
Comment tu as, est-ce que tu as parlé vite? Est-ce que tu étais nerveux? Je ne sais. Il y a quelque chose, Stéphane. Il y a quelque chose.
No, I made them laugh. It was good. I made them laugh. I was really nice. They asked.
Comment tu as fait tes cheveux?
Normal. You're gonna see the picture.
Okay.
Normal, comme d'habitude. I made them laugh. She said, "Do you speak English and French?" I said, "I can speak English and French, but don't ask me to speak Spanish." And then they laughed. You know. I don't know, ma. I don't know. I was looking good. I wore the shirt that you gave me, the polo that you gave me. I wore it. I took a long shower. I was looking good.
Okay.
Je sais pas, ma.
Anyway, c'est pas grave.
Well, it is. I would have liked that job.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux que je te dise, Stéphane? Il y a quelque chose. Je comprends pas. Je ne sais pas. Je ne sais pas.
When we see each other, because I'm gonna want to see you soon, you know what we could do? We could pretend like you're an employer and I'm an employee, and I can make a kind of like a mock application.
Okay.
We could practice.
Okay.
Would you like that?
Anyway, just work on yourself because there's something wrong that you're doing it wrong, impossible. There's something wrong.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know if either you don't apply because impossible, Stéphane. Si tu appliques à tel nombre de places, il y a quelqu'un qui va t'appeler, ça c'est certain.
I know.
I don't know, like, are you telling me the truth that you're
Yes,
applying,
I swear to God.
Stéphane?
I swear to God.
You're telling me the
I swear to God.
the truth.
I swear to God. You can even ask my father. I applied in front of him. I swear to God.
Okay, all right.
Swear to God, ma.
It's okay, all right. Perfect, okay.
Of course I'm looking, ma. It's hard.
Okay.
Maybe it's a lack of confidence, you know?
Non, parce que je ne sais pas, Stéphane, je ne sais pas. Il y a quelque chose qui ne cloche pas.
I don't know.
Je ne sais pas. Il y a quelque chose qui ne cloche pas, mais je ne sais pas c'est quoi exactement.
Me neither, ma. If I knew, I would fix it, you know?
Okay, all right.
It's a shame.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'll talk to you soon, ma.
Yeah.
Are you working the two places tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm going at the school board, and no, I'm not working at the home center. But Thursday I'm working at home center.
So what I can do is I can post the video of my application, okay? And then what I can do is I'll tell you when I post it. You can watch it really quick, and when you watch it, you tell me, okay, Stéphane, c'est fait, and I'll delete it.
No. I see you, we're gonna talk about it.
Okay,
No,
ma.
yeah.
Because it's too long for WhatsApp. It's 18 minutes.
Yeah, non, non, non. Non, non. C'est pas grave. Lorsqu'on va se voir, on va voir qu'est-ce qu'il y en a exactement.
You think it's because I didn't know the computer?
Non, non, il y a quelque chose qui tu sais, c'est pas lorsque je te parle, je pense que moi, je suis pas. Premièrement, lorsque tu vas très vite, moi, je te comprends pas. Imagine-toi, et moi, je suis ta mère. You're talking too fast, you're talking too loud also. There's something wrong. You have to work on yourself. There's nothing. I cannot do it for you. Understand?
No, I understand that for sure.
You know, and when I talk to you, you get offended. You get upset. I'm telling you for your own good.
Yeah, but it's not. I'm not upset at you, ma. I'm upset at the fact that I've been working so hard on posting CVs and it doesn't work.
Because lorsque tu entrevues, Stéphane, tu n'avais pas fait des entrevues. C'est ça le problème.
I know.
Okay, there's something, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. I don't understand how many, like I printed the last CV and you said that you did, but yet, I don't know. Impossible, Stefan. There's something wrong. You're doing something, either you don't apply. Okay?
Yes, I do.
Okay, or, I don't know. Mais impossible, Stéphane, si tu as appliqué à tellement des années.
Yes, I did.
Okay, whatever.
I did apply. You don't believe me, but I did.
Okay.
It's like you think I'm joking or something.
No, I'm not telling you you're joking. Mais combien tu as
Anyway, man, I'm gonna let you sleep, okay?
You see? Now you're upset.
But it's like you think I'm on purpose sabotaging myself. It's like you think that, oh, he doesn't want to work, so he's not gonna be putting the effort. But I put the effort. You guys just don't know. You, my father, you guys don't know. You don't see me work. You don't see me. You don't see me give out application. You don't see how much effort I make. You just think, oh, it doesn't do enough.
I didn't say that.
Anyway.
Did I say that?
No, but I'll talk to you another day.
Did I say that?
No, but I'll talk to you another day.
Okay, Stefan.
I love you, ma. Have a nice day.
I love you, bro. Bye.
Otherwise, the call's gonna last fucking forever. I love my mom, but come on. I got stuff to do, bro. I got work to do. Fuck off. Nah, not fuck off. Finish and strip our boys. Okay, that's done. Okay. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome, Cheryl. Hope you guys are doing well because they're having a wonderful day on this 27 May 2025. Sorry, it's been a busy evening, but at the same time, we're doing good. We're working hard, and hey, gotta do what I gotta do, right? Today we're tasting. I wish I had more lights, but we are tasting Kettle Cook. Let me show you. Kettle Cook spicy dill pickle. Pleasant Choice, one of my favorites company. Super happy about tasting these. Love me some Kettle Cook chip. Again, dill pickle and spicy. When spicy, we're seeing some peppers. Let's read the description. I never had these before, so I'm excited. Irresistible, crave-worthy crunch with an unexpected kick. Proudly made with Canadian grown potatoes. These batch fried kettle chip back a crunch. Mild craving, word craving. With tangy dill pickle flavor and a kick of heat. These chips deliver great taste in every bite. I'm tired, so usually I do more of an intro. But now, fuck it. Fuck it. The smell? It's delish. Not the biggest fan of dill pickle chips. I'm gonna be honest. What was the company that made them? I think it was Miss Vicky. I don't remember. There was a company. I think it was Lay's. It was my favorite. Very strong smell. Why did we buy it if we don't like it? Well, Pleasant Choice doesn't really make Kettle Cook. This is new, and gotta try things in life. So I love the color here. The dill pickle doesn't really have a color except for green. The potato is already yellowish. The green will not register as well. The red is registered. The red is the fiery, the peppery, the spicy. Really nice crunch. Really nice crunch. Nice little kick to it. And I know a kick to it that comes after. It's not during these them. They're not great. We got the original taste. Extremely dilly. There's almost a sweetness to the potato chip, which is also really nice. There's some spice with it, a little eat. A bit more spicy. A bit less enjoyable. Still pretty good. What else? I don't know. That's the part. However, the taste of the dill is really nice. Really nice. The dill juice is really nice. So not my favorite. I wouldn't recommend them. I'm sorry. I would not recommend them. Nope. So I got tomorrow. Don't blink, it's your buying. Welcome to our show. I'm doing well because I'm having a wonderful 27th May 25. I'm good. I'm good. Not further what we do today. We filmed a lot today. Really, really busy day. I even went to my father's house. Today we're continuing with our review of Trailer Park Boys. Once again, I wish I could tell you better news. I wish I could tell you I was enjoying it. I'm watching season 9 right now. Honestly, it's not enjoyable. However, I did promise you a Trailer Park Boys. I did promise you guys a Trailer Park Boy review, and a Trailer Park Boy review you're gonna get. So we have season 8, episode 7. I hope you guys are good. By now, you know the processes. I'm just gonna go in. I'm just gonna dive in like a sailor. I had to nail her. We're in a good mood because we worked really hard today, and that's always cool. Okay. Travaux d'intérêt général et raisons d'amour. Love, boner, and court order work. I don't know because it's in French, so it's harder. So we have the beginning. We have Julian once again who gave the pills to Leahy, who goes see Randy has a boner, which Don's like, "Yo, get you some Randy, get you some Bobandi." So that was really sweet because it's see the interesting thing with Don is it's not like I'm in love with Randy. Let's have some kids. It's more so we both single. Let's have some fun. So there's never a plan that says, okay, well, leave Leahy. There is some part where he says leave Leahy, but it's always more so in a sense of you don't belong with him. You're not happy. Go away, right? That's super cool. Now the funniest thing is Leahy walks around with a piss boner, which is funny, but it wouldn't be Leahy. Leahy wouldn't do that. Even drunk, he wouldn't do that. So this is taking character that you built for 7 seasons and kind of diminishing them just for a joke, which is not cool. We got the boys who are going to school because Bubble once again got arrested. Funny thing is, the first thing that Ricky does is steal cigarettes from a kid. You got the it's so fucking funny because you got the kids, right, and then you have the principal, which Ricky called Bill Cosby. That was before the Bill Cosby, the whole thing. That was kind of cool. Peanut is a silent killer. Confused Ricky. You can tell Ricky didn't go to a he didn't go to school. There's a cool scene here, and the cool scene is that Bubble has some puppets. And those puppets, you get the love for Conky, right? Which is like super characters. Okay, well, I get the love for Conky, and then you get those puppets that are kind of cheap version of Conky, but they're not cheap version of Conky in itself. They're cheap version of Conky in a sense of, well, Bubble has stress. When Bubble has stress, it needs Conky. Conky is nowhere to be seen. Let's create some Conkies. So we got Bobby Tortolino, you got Julian, and you got Ricky thing. The funniest thing is you got a whole scene of Ricky and Bubble, no, of Julian and Bubble pissing, right? And how, and this is so stupid because piss humor isn't that funny, but it's so well written that I can't be mad at it. So for example, Julian's able to get to piss, right? Bubbles isn't able to get to piss. So when he pissed himself later, you know that he wasn't able to piss. Ricky also went to piss, but Ricky, just like Ray, pisses and piss jogs and then throw it, and he hits a kid. Now this is a really, really fun thing because in a show, it's just a moment of the show, right? There's nothing special about it. It's just something that's stupid that Ricky does. However, when you look at the live show of Trailer Park Boys, that's what they did. That's what they do every time Ricky comes in and he chug a piss jug in the crowd. This is one of their joke, right? There's a couple of their shows on YouTube you can find. What else? You got the audience. They're stressed. Ricky's trying to do this puppet thing, but it doesn't really work. They're making the kids laugh, and because Ricky fucks up, him and Julian get into a fight. Because him and Julian get into a fight, Ricky leaves. Because Ricky leaves, Julian's like, no, I'm not gonna do this. I am not gonna fucking do this. I see. Phone is too hot again. Fuck's sakes. I can't film in peace. I cannot film the nature porn in peace. It is what? It is how many degrees now? I don't even know. So he has to get a whole thing because Julian and Ricky leave. Then Bubble is on itself and is pissing himself because he's nervous. Now, it's not super funny. However, it's once again it's a part of Ricky and Ricky and Julian not being there for Bubbles, which again it's not super funny, not super important, but when you react to what he's doing after, it's super nice and it gives access to us with Green Bastard. So it's more the consequences of Ricky and Julian fucking over Bubbles or fucking up with Bubbles more so than the whole thing. Bubbles is pissed at them, but he's more so pissed at Ricky because Ricky pointed out that he pissed himself, which is fucking funny. You got a scene with Bubbles. I have to make you guys listen to it. It's really funny. Oh, great! We don't have music. Great. I was watching porn, and I was recording this and I didn't want people to know I was watching porn, so I openly talk about it. But you know what? It's okay to talk about it here because if it happened to you, it could happen to you because it happened to me. MT, wait. Even the... What? So do we have the TikTok battle? We do have the TikTok battle. What? Okay, so it started late, but it started. So I'm gonna have to finish this and go watch the battles because I love the battles. It's one of my favorite things ever. So yeah, so I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to. I won't let you guys go, but still. So then you got Bubbles mad at the boys, and he wants to fight, right? Which is pretty boring. You got Lucy coming in, which is the first thing of Ricky, friend with Benedict. It's not that interesting per se. However, it is interesting in the sense of it shows that Ricky still having access to his family. So Ricky, and that's like, if it is, it's actually quite smart. So Ricky comes in and is like, yo, I want to get banged, right? Which it doesn't matter. He wants to bang Lucy. But you see that Ricky still care about Lucy, still care about Trinity, still care about his family. The fact that he has access to his family now, he doesn't look crazy. He just looks like... I'm not gonna say that word. Okay? Sounds good? Cool. Okay. Next on the list, we have Trailer Park Boys. What do we have here? We got Green Bastard coming back. Green Bastard coming back is actually quite nice. Even though it's a small cameo, because we love the Green Bastard. But then he clobbers this. You got Leahy once again trying to give CPR to Ricky, but Ricky is there, and now there's a problem. One of the stupidest plot, but somehow it works. Leahy's trying to save Ricky, but when Leahy starts to save Ricky, he has a boner. So then Randy's like, you don't like Ricky, what made those boners? And that's when he finds the pills. So it's like, okay, you got Jacob and Ricky. And Ricky's finally like, yo, it's cool if you're the father of my kid, right? And that's pretty much it. Bubbles and Ricky make peace, which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool because, again, it's just part of Trailer Park Boys. This is part of what we saw. This is, what is the name of this one? Bubbles. I wish I knew the name of the episode because this is a really good one. Trailer Park Boys, Season 8. Trailer Park. It's so fucking stupid. I 10 minutes ago, I was checking if the show was on. And now it's on. Trailer Park Boys, Season 8. We'll finish Season 8. It's gonna take me 20 minutes. No problem. Community service and abandonment of love. Friend with Benedict. It's super duper industrial bubble honey oil inhaler. Fucking love this. This is one of my favorite episodes, if not my favorite episode. So you got Ricky teaching the kid, he's teaching the kids to play hockey, which is kind of important because Ricky doesn't have a lot. So you see, Ricky, whole character is smoking dope and growing dope. He still smokes dope, but he doesn't grow it anymore because he has enough for retirement. And the process of making honey oil is not that interesting, so they don't show it. You got Taco getting stuck in the machine, which ultimately is good because it's a place of the sacrifice made. First of all, second of all, is that because this machine is broken, Ricky now has to stake the weed, and he's gonna take honey ash oil. So then he's gonna be able to buy the park with the whole thing. gonna have enough money to buy the whole park, which is kind of important. But then, kind of important, but not really, because what the fuck did Bubble do? What the fuck did Julian do? Bubble gave up his business, but his business infested with crab. He didn't want to give up the business. He had to. So yeah, so we have the death of Taco. He got mulched, as Bubble was saying. You got Leahy being visited by Cyrus and Sam, but this time they're a bit more aggressive. So they're like, "Yo, we're gonna go there," and it's kind of cool because they're putting pressure, more and more pressure on Leahy. So the final episode, when they do, it's not like, "Oh, I saw you once, I saw you multiple times, and because I saw you multiple times, I feel fear from you." You got the boys trying to make the machine, right? You make the plan. This is super cool moments, which are them making a plan of this, right? And then Bubbles agreeing to give out his, he's agreeing to give out his business. It's kind of cool because it's the boys working together. Ricky is, this is how much weed he has to do. I'm gonna show you. See, there's hell of weed. Bales of weed, which is, again, weed is legal, but that's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy, you know? So there you go. Okay, countdown, you're fucking kidding me. Bubbles, yeah. Toot toot. Next on the list, we have the boys, who are once again trying to get steel pipe for this. This is where Corey and Trevor fucks up. They bring plastic pipe, which is not the best story, but it's once again, it's a boy fucking up, which is something we saw often. You got the boys, they come back to the motel, right, and they're going to steal some ingredient to make isopropyl, which is to make honey oil. And the funny thing is, if you look at isopropyl, and if you look at the show called Breaking Bad, so they used to make meth. So that's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. When you look at it, honey oil is a controlled substance, which is like heroin. So it's deep shit, and I think that isopropyl is the one making it. But once again, that's the beautiful part about Trailer Park Boys. You got the guys. Oh, we died. We died, but then we didn't have. So you got the guys going into the bus, and then what happened is you see the cameraman going in the bus, and that's something that's beautiful because you see the crew. Something we did in season 9 of The Office. Then Bubbles is starting to lose it, which makes Bobby Tortellino, this puppet, take control, just like Conky, right? And this is so fucking cool because he's talking about, "Don't talk to me like Dexter's father does to him." Dexter Morgan. And I didn't know what it meant until I saw Dexter Morgan. Also, what is really cool is you're seeing a little something of Swearnet, which is kind of like a cool product placement, their own product. Fuck yeah. I don't have a product. So one of the people that did it a lot, Swearnet, was Rich Piana. Rich Piana was selling some pre-workout, some protein. It was his YouTube channel, Do It. So you got Leahy's, who is helping out the boys, and because Leahy is helping out the boys, and Sam and Cyrus comes in, it's like, "Leahy, what the fuck are you doing?" Right? But it's also a case of George being there and being like, "Yo, you're helping them out." This is cool because we have fighting between Julian and Cyrus over the phone. This is the first in-person meeting to it, right? George captured them, which is again super close to the Swearnet. So this is a better thing of, you see, of product placement, which is great. Cyrus is pissed at Leahy, which ends up happening is he shoots and he gets Randy. Randy is being congratulated as the official Trailer Park supervisor. So you got Bubbles who finally finished the machine. And this is cool because you introduce the machine in the same episode. So it's not a case of, oh, what happened to this plot? It's like, no, this happened. Okay, this is actually well made. See what I mean? This is not bad. You got Leahy who's getting back with Randy. Leahy was trying to smooch his way back. Randy saying, "I'm not ready for you." Julian agreeing to protect Leahy as a bodyguard, which is kind of homoerotic. There's a really cool scene with Coco here. Coco who lost his bird, and it's not important about Coco. It's important that somebody lost someone, and the park is there for them. You know, so super cool. There's a super funny joke of Bubble telling Julian, keep your head on a swivel." Season 8, episode 9. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. So the first thing you see is again Leahy and Julian being together. It's kind of super sus, but hey, we love it. Just for them to have a fight. So Julian always Leahy already has a crush on Julian, so he gives Randy Bacon to Julian, which is enough to make him break up and go with Donna or Dawn. Funniest thing is the Rock Pile is also there to protect them, so you're seeing the importance of it. We got a Sunnyvale. We know what's gonna happen. Ricky involves a kid. This is a bit of a problem in the plot. However, it does serve a purpose in the sense of the kid trusts him, you know, and it's the trailer park. So we're saying the trailer park. You got the bubble workshop creating onion oil, and this is going on. You got the whole thing. It's working. We are seeing it. They're putting in the machine. George captured them, and he tells Leahy, "Let's dive in. Let's get these fuckers." However, Leahy's like, "No, this is onion oil. They'll do more time in jail." Then he calls Sebastian Bach, who buys the whole thing. You got Randy and Dawn being together after the fight with Leahy. Again, it's not super interesting thing. It's not super funny thing, but the narrative actually here is not bad compared to some of the episodes. Actually, pretty good. You got the guys getting some plastic bag, and we introduced Marguerite. Marguerite doesn't do shit. Over in season 9, when they can become a retirement home, she has an important role. And you got the boys fucking up. It's really cool scene here between Bubbles and Jacob. Bubbles being really nice to Jacob, and then Jacob asks Bubbles once again, "Are you being nice to me because you have to?" He said, "No, you're actually doing a good job. Congratulations, Jacob." Which is a big thing for Jacob because Jacob's kind of a fuck up. Respectfully. So yeah, so that's pretty much it, to be honest. Then Randy comes in and say, "Hey, Bubble, can I help you out?" And he asks Bubble, "What would you do if I fucked a girl the next day? They don't have any feeling, and they're my friend." And Bubble's like, "Did you not notice that Donna and Don was the same guy?" And it's kind of cool because in season 7, when Randy has feelings towards Sarah, it goes to Bubble too. So that kind of like a rehash. It's kind of like a nostalgic without being nostalgic. It's the same plot but revisited. I love that. Reimagine is a better word too. So you have this. You come back and Corey and Jacob actually fucks up because they want to taste the onion oil. Now, technically speaking, it's Ricky's fault because Ricky kind of pushed them to do it. Because they fuck up the machine, they use a barrel filled with maple syrup, which is gonna be super important. And in the end, you got Randy getting with Donna, and this is making them unofficial. You got Ricky shining the weed. So the first weed that they fucked up is not okay. The second weed tastes like pancakes, which is actually really cool because we're Canadian and maple syrup is actually pretty important. This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part of the season 8 episode 9 episode. Is this one. So because it tastes really good, the boys are like, "Yo, this could be selling it more, right? Bubble, do you mind if we use your maple syrup?" And Bubble's like, "No, this was for my my business, right?" This is beautiful. You have to watch it. This is so fucking funny. Which doesn't really exist. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. They're getting closer to Bubbles. I love this. Look.
Are you fucking close enough with the thing?
So then, Cyrus and Sam was trying to get Leahy's part, and Leahy's like, "Meet me at the bank tomorrow." So the bank is finished, which actually means that he's gonna be, it actually means that he's gonna give up on the trailer, for Sam. But then he tricks them. He tells them to come after the bank is closed. Then they call Julian. They say, "We'll kill you." So the part with the bar, this is really important. Oh, this is DSP. This is DSP. So something is working. Sorry. Something is playing, but I don't know what. Found you. Wait, what? Good. Okay. I thought I lost the finish for a second. So yeah. So coming back to Trailer Park Boys, season 8, episode 9. Oh, the bar scene is super important because it's basically Barbara confirming that we only have to wait to the next day. Because we only have to wait until the next day, we're good. Cyrus calls in and said, I'm going to kill Jim Leahy. So Julian said, no, you're not going to kill anybody. We won. Now, the cool thing here is if you look at the scene, there's all of the characters that we like. There's Leahy, there's Bubbles, there's Ricky, there's Julian, there's T, there's Sarah, there's Barbara, there's Trinity. And I forgot Jacob, but I didn't forget Jacob because I just said Jacob. Where the fuck is Corey, huh? Where the fuck is Corey, huh? Who gives a shit about Corey? Sorry, Corey. Corey Bull. Season 10, episode season 8, episode 10. Yeah, that was a mouthful. Okay, crawling through a tunnel of shit. So once again, the plan is in order. They're gonna do the deal since they know that Sam and Cyrus are gonna go against. They dress up Jacob as Julian, and Corey as Ricky, which is fucking funny because they don't look at it. But then it serves two purposes. So you go to see the police, and then you go to see Sam and Cyrus. They transport some water, so when the police do come, they're like, hey, this is water. And they're doing a diversion. See, that's a funny thing. That's a fucking funny thing. Leahy would have known. Just saying. So now we have the whole thing with... We have the whole thing with Sebastian Bach. We have Bubbles with a new puppet, which is Ricky, because he's stressing Bubble a lot, so he does a Ricky character, which would be cool if it wasn't so annoying. It would be cool if we had more. We're meeting Sebastian Bach. Sebastian Bach tells the whole thing. You got Cyrus and Sam capturing Corey and Jacob. There's still Corey and Trevor. Don't worry about it. So it's kind of funny. You got Sebastian Bach. Again, Sebastian Bach's story would be better if we didn't have season 7 Sebastian Bach, because it's the same thing. He tastes the maple syrup. It's like, holy shit, this is the best thing I ever fucking smoked. So buy the whole thing, because he feels bad for the boy and the fact that they're losing their crib. The good thing here isn't that. The good thing is, oh, this is a funny scene. Bach likes puppet. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look, he's making the puppet drink. That's fucked. That is so fucked. That is fucked. The coolest thing here is that Sam and Cyrus comes in with guns, and Sebastian Bach is not like, you fuck me over, what you guys bring with gun. He actually helps them. He calls Cyrus a bully, and then it's cool because Sebastian Bach has a better part, or a bigger part, or a bigger role in the story that we had, which we love. We got the party here. The party is kind of cool because it is selling, but it's kind of boring because half of it is just Leahy being drunk. And trust me, I love Leahy being drunk, but his whole purpose is like, yo, it's kind of like a power play. So the whole thing with Leahy is here is a monologue, which I don't mind because I love Leahy. But these, if you took part of this and you put it during the whole season that felt empty, the season would have felt better, and this place would have felt less long. It feels very long. So Leahy's like, no. I promise that if you help me, I wouldn't give my part to Sam, to Cyrus and Sam Lasco. Yeah, I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm trying to hurry because I'm trying to get my show. This is only 2 hours per day. I need to see it. And I don't want to end this because I want to be done with season 8. Move on to season 9, which is fucking unwatchable. Season 9 sucks. Season 10 is good though. Season 10 is really good. When they make the beer, it's really, really... Season 12, when they make the beer, I don't know. It's really good. Really, really good. So Leahy's like, yo, you're gonna have to be my bitch if you want my part. At the end, Leahy ends up getting more of the park. So here, what is kind of cool is... There's a bunch of people from the park that you don't know, which would serve a couple purpose if it wasn't the purpose of, well, the park is bigger than anything. You got Bubbles getting Bobby Tortolino, which is boring. Got Leahy and Randy trying to get together. Randy says that he was mad at Leahy because he didn't stood up for him. So then he pissed on Ricky's shoes, which again is kind of cool because Ricky looks like a bitch here. But does it serve a purpose other than just humiliation? No. You got Ricky being arrested by the cops because Leahy fucked him over, and we had to reveal that George was never a mall cop. And this is the craziest thing because this on its own is a fucking boring plot. It's shitty. There's no purpose to it. However, there's a huge purpose to it. You remember all the time where George didn't stop Ricky trying to be nice? He didn't stop Ricky because he didn't have the power or the authority. You will respect my authority to stop Ricky, right? So this serves a purpose. And again, you're kind of. Oh, wait a second. Oh, okay. So we don't have the battle that I wanted to watch. So I can't take my time. I'm sorry. See, I'll be completely honest. I'll take a couple minutes off your time, my time, to tell you a story. The story of Trailer Park Boys. I was extremely excited to stream to recap the early episode of Trailer Park Boys. I knew the newer series was not great. So I was like, you know what? I'll do it. Doesn't matter. So then what ended up happening is, it sucks. It really sucks. Wish I had better news, but fuck it. I'm forcing myself to see it, and this is exactly why I stopped making recap. Is because I was forcing myself to do it. I wasn't liking the show, so I have this huge impulse problem. I'll be watching one episode and I'll cover the whole thing, or I'll watch a fucking short on TikTok and on YouTube. I'll cover the whole thing. So yeah. So Trailer Park Boys, I'm forcing myself to do it. I wanted to give up when I started watching season 9, but again, I'm having to watch season 8, which is done. Season 9 will finish tomorrow. Season 10 will finish in 2 days. Season 11 in 3 days. Season 12 in a week, and that's it forever until the podcast. But the podcast will take a break. We'll take a break for that. The podcast, what I'll do is when I start working, I'll actually take notes and do something along the lines. Okay, sounds good. That's my rant. The Leahy part would be cool. If it wasn't for the fact that it's long. See, the Leahy part, there's cool because there's a shit analogy which is there, which is, oh, I'm catching a shit fish, and he has his flute that he's playing. Said fish dance, dance is fish dance, and then they don't dance. And then he has his net and he casts his net, and he gets it, and they're dancing, and then when he's playing the flute, they're dancing. He said, "Why didn't you dance before?" And they say, "When I'm in someone's net, I have to do as someone says." That's actually pretty good. George betrayed Leahy, and that's pretty much it. So they all go to jail. So this is actually really cool in the background, but it's pretty boring. So you have Officer Sir Titscock and Barbara, which would be cool if there was something there, but there's nothing there. You got Randy, super fucking greasy, but then Randy and Leahy are still together. That's fun. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
I won't let you down as Trailer Park Supervisor, Mr. Lee. Cross my heart and hope to die.
fucking greasy walrus. Fucking greasy walrus. The fun part here is the ending. So they all go to jail, and they go to jail with Leahy. So why is that a good thing? It's because I told you guys about season 8. Kind of season 8.5, so the jail thing, and yeah, the whole jail thing is simply this. It's simply, how can I say this? The whole jail thing is simply them getting time for you to get new subscribers, but also to make season 9. And the whole thing is they have a plot which is to kill Jim Leahy. And that's because of that. So they have this place. They do take a really good time into saying how they feel about it. It's really cool. You see Lucy that's kind of falling back in love with Ricky, which is the main plot of season 9 that I fucking love. In season 9 we're gonna have Baby Mo. Oops, spoiler. What else? Ricky is happy. Corey and Trevor also. I'm so sorry. Jacob and Trevor. Jacob and Corey. I'm tired. Or high, who knows. Uh, so they've gotten together. The best part is that Bubbles and Julian are together and they're fighting. You got J Rock in jail with them, which is kind of cool. You got T, which is kind of cool. The problem with T being there is that, like, if you didn't have a reason, right? It's complex. So Julian making T is associate with Sarah being associate. The fact that they're still in the park is good. However, now you have an excuse to do what they did in season 9, which is to turn it into not a pimple, a retirement home, which is a weak plot. I'll be honest, I don't like this plot. So yeah, we got the only positive thing, which is T and Sarah. The bar is working well, which again serves no purposes because in season 9, the bar doesn't exist. And that's pretty much it. And there you go, season 8 is finished. Rennie is now dating Dawn. What did I think about season 8? It was okay. Better than I remember, but worse than I thought. So, I mean, it's just that there's such a different era. See, I think that if Trailer Park Boys was written 5 years after it stopped, it would be different. But it was written so late after it was finished that it was so different. I do think that there's some gold mine in there. I do think there's something for the Trailer Park Boys lover here. But all that being said, it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. And this is what I should have done. Now it's too late, but this I should have done. I should have watched the new episode, and then watched the old episode. You know? Because now, the truth is, we watch a lot of Trailer Park Boys. I'm a bit overdosing. It's not bad, but it's not great. And I think I'm being rougher on season 8. Like, I had this whole thing where I was drinking a energy drink per day, and I was reviewing it. And I was constantly saying, oh, yesterday was better. Or, yeah, this one is better than yesterday. Fuck that. Judge it on what it is, not what its competition is. So that being said, this is it for me. I'll see you guys again for season 9 tomorrow. But I love you. Again, I'm sorry if I don't seem excited to do it. I'm just not gonna pretend. And if you're not happy, you're not happy. If you are happy and understanding, thank you. If you're not, well, sorry. But that's life. Love you guys. Take it easy. I'm gonna say bye to my neighbors. Say bye to my neighbors. Say bye. Bye, neighbors. Have a nice day. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. What a day. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Oh. I'm sorry.
Doing Taste Test Tuesday.
Taste Test Tuesday.
I am a chocolate. I hate it. I hate it. That was definitely a 0 out of 0.
It was not that bad.
It was actually a 0 out of 0.
You've literally tried shrimp chips and liked them, and this is a 0 out of 0? Come on. Here, how about up next?
Oregon, yes.
Pelonazo.
Balano.
Sabor